LukeZno, man, back with another video. And today, we're gonna be reacting to Nina Lynn is allergic to accountability. Oh, bro, I done forgot about this girl. Bro, don't tell me she got banned on Twitch, gang. Cause I remember, if I'm not mistaken, Twitch said they permanently banned her. But let's get straight into this video, man.
Last October, there was a lot of instances that happened with our group member, Nina.
Yo, you might be fucking retarded, bro. Are you good in the head?
Retarded.
Take it off.
Whoa.
Hey, yo, cut the cameras. Yo, cut the cameras, bro. Zo, do your shit.
You know, one of the things that made it hard for us to continue as a group was that it always had to be her way. And it would always be, well, I'm gonna do with me. Time and time again, like, hey, you know, we are trying to hold...
Shit, I didn't even know she was a part of a group.
And that friend says we're not being friends because we're trying to hold them accountable.
Well, I'll be. I darn near forgot about Nina Lynn, but it seems as though the rain is continuing to pour on her. Just a year ago, she seemed to have one of the most bubbling and bright careers in the new streaming era. Collaborations with Agent, appearances on Streamer University, connections with the FaZe guys, and she had a consistent group channel, 03, that was actually doing very, very well with some very, very prominent members. But within a year, all of that went away, and it was due to one thing and one thing only: her inability to hold herself accountable for her actions, apologize, do the work, and ultimately move on. So when her group decided to put out a video talking about how they decided to part ways from her, I thought it would be a perfect time to teach the lesson.
Yes, nigga. Yes. On my days. Please part ways with her. I don't know what the group is or what it is from my understanding. I don't know about them really. But yes, part ways with her. First of all, I don't even know why you haven't been part ways with her months ago when she did that whole Saeed shit. Like, what the fuck is she doing, bro? And she just going crazy, doing all this crazy shit, stealing, sexual assault, and fucking, what does she do? Not taking fucking accountability. Bro, feel me, bro? Hey, I can't lie, Nina Lynn, she was definitely finna be a top streamer. No bullshit. She was doing streaming the FaZe guys, Agent, like he said. Feel me? Streamer University, she went crazy. I can't lie, I was tuning in some of her streams. But gang, I'm gonna be real, after all this research she's been doing now, as fuck all that, who's she feeling like, bro? She generally going, like, calling people retarded. Like, she should have been banned for that shit as well. You can't even say that on Twitch.
That you cannot escape your digital footprint.
You
and
cannot.
At the end of the day, accountability trumps all. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna hold you guys accountable. You're consuming content from me. The least you can do is click that little subscribe button down below. It will go a long, long way for this community. Now, back into the video. Like I said, Nina Lynn had a sweet deal. Most content creators have to come up by themselves, build their own audience, build their own brand. And not taking it away from her, she did that in her own regards. But she quickly was able to team up with two very solid YouTubers, Jimmy Zhang, who has 1 million subscribers, and Edward So, who basically has 1 million subscribers, in order to create a group channel called 03. They would do IRL lifestyle content, dating style challenges, you know, the typical 20v1 AMP-esque videos. And this, coupled along with her appearances with people like Fan or Wendy Ortiz, meant that Nina Lynn pretty much had a fast track to being one of the biggest names in not just streaming, but content creation as a whole. I think one very underrated thing about Nina is her background. I'm talking about her ethnicity, nationality, and her race. She was going to be somebody
who's Japanese, right?
Able to
Japanese? Is she? She looked like a Japanese.
Bro, what the fuck are you even talking about, bro?
Whoa. Why'd I say it like that? No, not like that. Maintain down. Don't get on my ass now. But I remember she said in the clip that she was Japanese. I ain't gonna lie.
Resonate with a whole Eastern culture that those in the United States could not do. In fact, she acted as some sort of medium/translator for content creators in the past because they needed her to basically gain access to that whole culture that has billions of people in it. But instead of nurturing this opportunity that she had, Nina ultimately squandered it. Over the past year, Nina Lynn has been in controversy after controversy after controversy after controversy. And I'm not going to go into super depth about it. I've made plenty of videos, whether it be her just being a general nuisance at a nail salon, her in this kleptomania that she just has in her body, and definitely the Saeed situation where she not only participated in the essay, but also then went on to deny the essay over and over again. Now,
we know you did that shit.
Controversy isn't something that is like career ending. We've seen different content creators go through many a different controversies, some that I would say are way worse than what Nina even went through, but have ultimately bounced back from those things. They've then gone on to have bigger, better, greater careers than even before they were in said controversy. But if I had to say the one thing that would define if you are going to bounce back and then bounce up out of this atmosphere, or bounce up and then bounce down through the floor when it comes to being a controversial figure, is one thing and one thing alone, and that's accountability for your actions.
Somebody, you shoplifted, can we tone it down? All that, just like in one ear out the other. Hey, maybe it's not okay to do that to a mom who's out in the salon or whatever. Maybe it's not okay to do that at Target. Maybe it's not okay to do that to a taxi driver. There's a lot of things that weren't okay, and it would always be, well, I'm gonna do with me. Time and time again, like, hey, we are trying to hold what we thought was a friend accountable, and that friend says we're not being friends because we're trying to hold them accountable.
Neither brown nor white sugar was involved in this coding because they kept it pretty straightforward. Nina Lynn is somebody that we don't have the same values, morals,
man, they're better than me, nigga. If that was me, bro, the first incident, she would have been out of there. I would have kicked her bitch ass out of here, bro. I would have been like, get the fuck out of here. You ain't a part of 03 no more, cuz. You ain't a part of 03 no more. Real shit. Cuz fuck you mean, what you mean she doing all this bullshit and you still saying you guys shouldn't do that, tone it down a bit. Gang, she would have been out of that bitch. Like these, nigga. Like, get your bitch ass out of here. What too? Cause what you mean she shoplift, sexual assault through and taxi? We're about to finna get into that right now. What did she do to the taxi man?
At, and therefore we are going to go ahead and sever ties with her. According to the two other members of the group 03, Nina Lynn constantly wanted to do things her way, was the loudest one in every single argument.
She thinks she like the biggest of the group. That's what it is. Too much of an ego.
What they stood for. In other words, it wasn't just one mistake, but it was the problem as to how she handled every single mistake. Shameless plug, and I'm gonna sound like a broken record every single time I say this, but some people don't know that I did these things in my past, and also I like to give my real world experience as to how things go on behind the scenes. But I did work for a big group, one of the biggest groups on the internet right now. I'll give you a little bit of secret. It's 3 letters. It features 6 guys. AMP. And I also have a current podcast, which is essentially a group channel as well, where I have 2 other co-hosts. And I'm here to tell you that the behind the scenes things that 03 said that they struggled with Nina Lynn are things that happen in every single group. There's constantly going to be bickering. There's going to be people who are super creative trying to come to one conclusion, and somebody's going to be very loud in the conversation as to why their POV is the better way to go in this particular time. And as far as vision goes, hell, life changes those things. So oftentimes people aren't aligned as to what they're going to do in the next year, 2 years, or hell, 6 months even. But at the end of the day, the reason why AMP is still around, my podcast, Let's Keep It a Buck podcast is still around, the Sidemen are still around, or any other group content is still around, is because accountability and compromise are something that continuously happen in those organizations. And I don't even have to be a part of them to know that. So if I think the thumbnail needs to be red and my podcast mate Bezos thinks the podcast needs to be blue, ultimately somebody needs to come to a compromise. And it can't always be my way or the highway. Otherwise, it's not a group channel. It's somebody's solo project with some reoccurring.
She trying to take advantage. That's what it is. Like he said, y'all need to come to a group decision. Look, you may think your way is the best way, but also see other people's opinion at the same time, gang. Because, gang, at the end of the day, y'all need to work together as a group to find a conclusion. Just because you think your conclusion is the best way, or let's just go my way, let's go my way. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, group decisions, group shit, feel me? All that. Y'all niggas just need to come as a group. And I guess she just wanted to be all high and mighty. If you don't do it my way, this is gonna fuck up. Yeah, I'm grateful she left. I don't even know what 03 is, but congratulations, you're out of that bitch. And second of all, why is she not banned on Twitch? Get her ass banned immediately, bro. You know how much shit she done?
Castmates. And if you're gonna do that, gang, then I might as well stay on my own damn platform and do whatever I want to do. No, that's just the surface level stuff. There's also the fact that there's an accountability issue every time that Nina Lynn gets into some sort of scandal. Here's the truth about the internet. Creators can survive just about anything, any situation, any sorts of adversity, any bad problems, as long as they are self-aware about how they participated in that action. We've seen public mistakes, bad behavior, bad tweets, scandals, the list goes on and on and on. Hell, I even think it's a problem in today's society that we are so forgiving, but that's just the reality reality of what it is. But the problem is when faced with those things that I just mentioned, if you're arrogant and your ego is forthcoming in all of these situations, then you're not gonna have a bunch of fans who will support you going forward. And these are some of the criticisms of Nina Lynn as told by others. She dismisses backlash, she calls critics soft, she refuses to apologize, and oftentimes she doubles down in said behavior.
I be holding Ron accountable for shit, I be holding the Dap accountable for shit, they be holding me accountable for shit. As a group, we gotta come together and hold each other accountable. And sometimes you're not always right, man, and selfish people in a group would never work out, man. Facts.
You would never see me in a car with Jason Lewine. I get that. You beef with him too? No, he beef with me. I don't beef with him. Because everyone's bitch made. What do you want me to do? You bitch made. It is what it is, bro. Like, what do you want me to do? I can't lie.
Stuff like that is where the controversy stops being entertaining.
Gang, you don't
starts
even
becoming exhausting. When you start to be known for things like that, then ultimately people are gonna want to move away from you. They're not gonna want to hang out with you. Not only because their community has issue with you, you know, people don't like to continuously see these arrogant people, you know, be content creators, etc., etc. Especially because a lot of these content creators are fan funded in the first place. Like the subscriptions and the watch time is all done by fans. Why would I want to watch somebody who is some sort of arrogant asshole? But also other content creators will move away from you because you're annoying and the fan perspective is just lost. You slowly start to burn those bridges over time. And then it becomes a sort of situation where people start to feel like they are guilty by association. And honestly, I think that that's a fair and valid criticism. I know that there's been some conversation about that this past weekend about hanging out with streamers who do controversial things as somebody who is a non-controversial streamer. But ultimately, people are going to start questioning who you align with as a content creator. If you're a controversial streamer and you keep going wild and you keep going crazy, somebody who is just a simple desktop reactor who is, you know, pretty nonchalant and chill is not going to want to be seen with you. Because if they are seen with you, audiences are going to start to speculate and question.
And they ain't going to want to fuck with you.
This conversation to me isn't about shoplifting or arguments or viral clips or, you know, just the other outrageous and controversial things that people say. Everybody on the internet is not perfect. Hell, I do wild stuff, you know, from time to time. But at the end of the day, if you can acknowledge where you mess up, apologize for the things that you say, and then look to grow afterwards, then I think that everybody's okay with you being a simple human being. But if you double and triple down on those things, gaslight people, and then ultimately shit on not only just your fan base, but the other fan bases around you, that's when people have a problem. Now, do I think...
I'm gonna be real. I don't think I ever heard Nina Lynn say sorry, not one time. When she shoplifted, S.A. Saeed, all that. She's just always doubling down. She's always saying, oh, you're soft, you're a man. Why wouldn't you want that? First of all, you used to be a man. I don't think he would want... I don't even think he would want a man that transitioned to a girl do that to him. And second of all, what the fuck you talking about? If the nigga don't want to get twerked on, he don't want to get twerked on. And second of all, she shoplifted, she insulted the taxi driver, calling him retard for no fucking reason. I mean, obviously there's a reason, but I don't know the reason. Gang, she not say sorry one time. She ain't take no accountability. None of that shit. Like, fuck, how you gonna expect me to like you if you don't take accountability, gang? And why is she not banned on Twitch? Like, gang, she needs to get permanently banned like this instant. The fuck?
This is the end of Nina Lynn. Absolutely not. Maybe for videos on this channel, unless she does some of the most absolute insane shit in the world, then of course I'm gonna get it off. I got a wedding to pay for.
Nina Lynn is a collab with
Clav. Different fans
That's what you need to collab
commentators POV where they're giving videos for Nina Lynn. I think she's losing something that is much more detrimental. That network that she had, the one that allowed
she
her
destroyed
to
all the type of network she had,
broadcasted to a much wider audience. Nina Lynn got something that people begged for, an opportunity, a chance, a platform, and a network that afforded her endless opportunities in this content creation field. And she squandered it because she couldn't take accountability for clear mistakes that she had done in her past. And I hope that this serves as some sort of lesson for any other content creators going forward. The internet is very, very, very forgiving, but you have to be willing to do something for that forgiveness.
For sure, cuz, you know what I mean? If you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe. Nina Lynn, fuck you. Get banned. I hope you get permanently banned and never come back to Twitch again. You gotta like this video, man. You know what I mean? Go watch my last video. Watch my next video. And I'm out.